Hi everyone, happy full moon in Cancer. This is the first full moon of 2023. It's also the first full moon in the 13 moons that we will have this year. So I'm anticipating an eventful year since this is 13 moons. I actually started the channel on a year with 13 moons. And I have seen shifts and changes already since we've been riding up to this full moon. There's been some growth on the channel, so welcome to all the new subscribers. It's so lovely to have you here. I hope that you find some helpful messages for you. And for everybody who's been here for a while and is returning, thank you so much for your support. It truly means a lot to me. You guys, I don't know, this has just been such a journey. It's been so fun for me. It's so enjoyable. I've learned so much. And so really thank you for making it as amazing as it has been, truly. And also with the growth of the channel, I decided for this month to knock down the extended readings, $1 or $2. I think it's $2. I took them down. Just, I don't know, it's hard times and the channel's growing. And so I figure we should kind of, I don't know, give back even more a little bit. So we'll see how it goes. You know, if I have to put them back up in February because it's not working out, then I will. But just so you know, for those of you who typically buy extendeds, that I did that, so you know before you head over there. Thank you for those of you who do purchase the extendeds and donate and all of that stuff. Okay, so the full moon in Cancer. Wow, this is an emotional time. Can be, depending on your chart and your placements and the transits that are going on for you. But Cancer is ruled by the moon. So we have a doubling emotional intensity. And there's a fancy little T-square happening with Chiron, which is the wounded healer. So you might feel some old wounds come up at this time. I've actually found that my most recent readings are kind of dealing with old wounds or, you know, difficult situations. So it's likely that you will feel some of that energy. And this is for a reason, right? This is because Spirit wants you to work through anything that is kind of still going on within, release it, let it go, transmute it, do what you got to do to make yourself feel better now when you know that these emotions exist, rather than having them sneak up on you later in kind of like a repressed way or what have you. We don't want a tower moment later. We want to work through it now with the Chariot energy that we're being given at this full moon and throughout this year, really. So it is intense for some. It could feel really emotional, but always remember that there's a deeper reason and purpose for everything that goes on astrologically as well as within you. I mean, you are part of the stars as well. Okay, so this is a collective message. So that means I'm reading for the collective here. And in my mind, that is the people who are subscribed to the channel or who visit the channel regularly. These messages, these videos don't tend to get into the algorithm. I don't know, the search terms aren't good. I don't know what goes on, but the general collective messages usually stay within the collective. So that's who I'm focusing on, all of you, your energy. If you are new here and you did find this video just by happenstance, then maybe you should think about subscribing or joining the collective here. I really think it's a nice, supportive place. Anyways, that's how I feel. So the collective, this could be a message for you personally, or it could be about the collective. So this is one of those readings where you really have to take the parts that are for you, that you feel intuitively mesh with your energy, and then, you know, just kind of disregard the parts that don't jive with you. So we're going to look into your current emotional state. How can you develop your sense of security at this time? Cancer rules the 4th house, which is home, security, subconscious patterning. So we'll look into that. What is your vulnerability at this time and what can it teach you? Where is your sensitivity heightened during this full moon? Okay, so let's get into it. I got some beautiful new decks that I want to use here. The first one is called Untamed Spirit Animal Oracle. Can you guess who I thought of there? It's Big Soul, right? Okay. She does kind of have like lynx characteristics. Okay. The big paws and all. Okay, let's see. What animal spirit do we have here? Animal message spirit. Animal spirit message for the collective during this full moon. Spirit guides. Thank you. Ooh, Firefly, simplicity and childhood. Yes, fourth house for sure. Energy coming up here with childhood. Firefly. So this is like seeing the magic of light in the dark. So when we see fireflies, their light isn't on at all times. It's kind of flickering and flashing. And so remember that you can access your light at this time, and you may be going in and out of dark and light spaces with your emotions, or maybe even in your mind or spiritually. But your light never goes out. Some of you also should be aware that people are fascinated by you, I feel. You're also a little unpredictable. There's a magic about you, collective. And it brings people back to a sense of like wonderment, their childhood. It's that simple kind of wonderment, that simple kind of awe, that simple kind of magic when you see a firefly, right? Like, oh, that's so cool. You know what I mean? It's not like a massive phenomenon or miracle that unfolds behind your eyes. I was about to say interesting. Before your eyes. Maybe you're getting downloads. I don't know. Before your eyes, it's just a simple magic show for you. Okay, let's see here. I also want to get one of these cards from this deck I just got, Into the Lonely Woods. It has such Cancerian vibes to me, so let's get a card. This might bring up some difficult things that you're going through at this time, and then we'll get into the tarot. For the collective. Think about your memories of fireflies. When's the last time you saw a firefly? What was going on in your life at that time? What do fireflies remind you of? Okay. You also maybe want to take things slow, take care of yourself with simplicity coming out here. Don't push yourself around this time. Okay, Spirit, let's get a card here. We're ready. I'm hearing, are you? Maybe something's about to happen here. Saw number 8 when I said that. I've been getting this card a lot when I've been using this deck, when I've been pulling from in the last couple days. The ending that opens the space for the beginning. Let me read this to you. Number 43, which is a 7, which is the Chariot. Okay, which is 2023 energy. Let's see. The Firefly doesn't have a number on it. Oh, these don't go by that. Hold on one second. Okay. Interesting. This piece of blank paper just fell out of here. Maybe there's something you need to write down at this time. Writing things down at the full moon is always good. Things you want to release. You can burn them. You can, tuck them away. You can rip them up, or you can just put them in a book. But it's good to get things out if you want to release them. You finally came to that place after so much grief and denial that it would be better for you to let go than to continue to hold on. And so you did. You watched it leave, and it never once looked back at you or returned to your hands. Then you began to find a way back to the self you lost when all your energy was poured into the need to stay connected. A beginning is on its way, made more magical and beautiful because you made space for it. The self that held on so tight had no space to receive. Now you know that when you let go, space is made, and into that space will walk the wonderment, The Wander. Okay, collective, so you were holding on to something here for some time. Could be a person, it could be a vision you had for your life, it could be anything, something you were grieving, but you were putting a lot of your energy into that connection, into maintaining that connection in any, just energetically, and you've decided to let it go. And when you let it go, it did go, you saw it go. Actually, I want to share this with you because I think maybe it will help some of you. If you're not into like doing kind of ritual stuff, that's cool. Don't worry about it. But this was years ago. I came across, I don't even know where I read this, but it resonated with me. A little ritual you can do where you can write down the names of everybody that you still feel like you have an energetic cord with, or you're bound to in some way, or you just feel like they're holding on to your energy. You can write down their name, and if you forgive them, you can write that you forgive that person, or you can write how you feel about something that happened in your connection with this person. Really be honest with those feelings, and that's the paper that maybe you want to burn or whatever after. But as you're doing that, and maybe after, you want to meditate and think about each person in their own little bubble. It's interesting with the balloon here. Their own little bubble, and say goodbye to those people and watch them just float away in their bubble. Just visualize that. That really helped me. I did release quite a bit when I did that little ritual there. So I just felt like sharing that. Maybe that will help. Maybe somebody wants to do that. But regardless of you do that or not do that, you have let go of something here. And you've opened up space now to receive some magic. Okay, let's get into the tarot. For the collective spirit, what message do you have for this full moon? Oh, no, we didn't need one more, but I got one anyways. Okay. So let's see here. For your current emotional state, the Ace of Wands. This is Firefly energy, right? Fire energy, lighting that torch up, lighting the torch when in the dark so that you can see the way forward. Now that you've let something go, something is coming towards you. You're ready for it. Some of you do need to take it easy though at this time. I feel like for some of you, you could be pushing yourself really hard. Maybe this has to do with Mars Gemini energy. Okay, but if you find that's the case, don't worry. The opportunity will still be there for you after you take the break that you need. For others of you, it's like there's this relief here I'm feeling. It's actually such a beautiful energy. I was anticipating maybe something a little bit darker, heavier, but there's something just really, well, it's kind of almost maternal. It's really nurturing. It's really lovely. It's really kind. And this is your energy to yourself as well. You're being really kind to yourself, or you can be at this time. And it's like you're focusing, or you're widening your perspective so that you can see everything that's before you that you can now do with your life, who you can become, the people you want to connect with. Like, I feel like you were focused in over here, and now it's like, like zooming in, and now it's like you've widened your perspective. And you can see all this opportunity in front of you, all these fireflies, right? Dancing around now, right? Because, right, the fireflies get you to look around in the dark. You're not focused in one place. You're constantly looking around to see where they are. And that's what you're doing here too. And you will find what you're looking for, and then you can focus in on that again. You're being guided big time here. Okay, how can you develop your sense of security at this time? We have the Six of Swords. I'm getting what's in the past is in the past. Sometimes it's hard to remember that, actually. You know, time can feel strange. It can feel like a spiral. It is a spiral, really. But, you know, we can experience it as a spiral. So that sometimes the past doesn't feel like it's in the past at all. But I'm getting there is something that is in the past now. You've made a decision after a long period of healing. See, there's 4 swords, which is the 4 of swords, healing and rest. And then there's 2 swords, which is the 2 of swords, making a decision, finding peace within, using your head over your heart. Now the swords are uncrossed. She's facing the water rather than having her back to it, like in the Rider-Waite. And she's ready to go forward. She's done the rest and the healing. She's cleared her mind. And she's moving forward. And so that is what will give you security at this time. Trusting that you made the right decisions. That came up in the all signs. And that there is adventure, lots of adventure coming up for you. I also feel like crows, this is a big theme on the channel for the last, well, in 2022 it was, that crows are a big omen for you. They might be guiding you, giving you messages. Pay attention to that. I'm hearing blackbirds. Maybe it's just blackbirds in general. I'm hearing east. Something about looking to the east. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Page of Cups. The Chariot. Guys, look at you. It's like you go forward. You take that step forward. I don't know if you can see, but she's taking a step there. You take that step forward into the unknown. Water represents the unknown, the unconscious, dreams, intuition, emotion. You go into that energetic space and you fill your cup up with hope, I want to say, faith. And you find something. You catch something in that cup. The Page of Cups has a fish in the cup. You get more than you are bargaining for here. And I mean that like in a good way, okay? It's like, no, that's interesting. Maybe somebody told you that you're going to get more than you bargained for, or there was a spin somebody had put on something that you want to go forward with. You are going to get more than you expected, but it is going to be in a good way. Something about that phrase might be important. Pay attention to when someone says that to you or when you hear it. You know, take it with a grain of salt. You know what you're doing. And you are going to find something. And when you find the something, and I'm going to clarify and ask what that something is, but when you find it, you know that that's what you've been looking for all along. It's interesting. It's like, you might have a direction in your life, an idea of where you want to go, or some kind of broad list of who you want to date, of characteristics of that person. I don't know. You have some kind of vague understanding of where you want to go next. You're entering a new cycle, so things are a little bit, 2023 and the moon cycle. So things can be a little bit unclear naturally. They're starting to form. But it's like once you get that thing, it's like, oh, this is what I wanted. This is what will fulfill me. Like before I started this channel and I had some thoughts, like maybe I should start a tarot channel. I do it all the time anyways. Why not start a channel? I like, doing all this kind of stuff. I like the video stuff and all that. So I was like, why not start that channel? And I did. And it wasn't until, I don't know, a year into it, I was like, wow, this is really what I needed. This is actually what I want to do. This is what I want to do now. But I didn't know that when I started it. I just kind of started it for fun, right? To see what would happen. That's what's going to happen to you. Okay, let's see what this thing is. 10 of coins, C, and the Queen of Cups. Look, collective, you're like, yes. I was looking at this thing thinking, you know what? Maybe I could take this somewhere. Maybe this will go somewhere. This could even be a love connection. Take it however you want. It's like, yeah, I think this could go somewhere. And your higher self's like, we're going somewhere with this. This new opportunity that we see now that our vision has expanded. We see the light in the dark. We're going forward, and it's long-term success, long-term commitment. It has mainstay. And you raise your hands up, you know, you go from the Page of Cups to the Queen of Cups, and you say, yes, I am fulfilled now. This is a Cancer card here. This is what I wanted. My heart is full. This is really beautiful. So if you're thinking about a new job, you have a creative project, or you're beginning to date someone and you really like them, what you want to get pregnant, I don't know, whatever it is. She's pregnant here, that's why I said that. Whatever it is, you want to get married with the 10 of coins, I don't know. It's a good move here. And it looks good now, but later on down the line, you're going to be amazed at just how much you wanted this and needed this and how successful it is for you. That's what happens when you just follow your heart. You take a leap of faith and then things unfold. Yes, this is so positive. Okay, what is your vulnerability and what can it teach you? We have Page of Wands. Well, yeah, if you're in the energy of the Ace of Wands, then you're going to have to begin as a page, right? The page takes that ace and sets out on a new adventure. You might feel a little bit like a newbie, okay? Or that you haven't found your people yet, or things are maybe going a little bit slow, or you don't have control over a situation here. And that could make you feel a little bit vulnerable. Let's hear more about the vulnerability. Tell me more about the vulnerability here. 8 of Blades and the Page of Blades. King of Blades at the bottom. This is a lot of mental activity. The Tower. There's a worry here that things might not pan out, that you're making the wrong decisions, or that somebody's not able to see the decisions that you have made are okay. So for some of you, you're worried that you're making the wrong decisions, or you did make the wrong decisions, which you haven't, okay? And some of you are worried that somebody doesn't understand the decisions you made. So let's find out what this is teaching you. The Star. The Star with the Firefly, guys. You're healing something, okay? You're still working through something, although you're letting it go. You know, in this picture, it's really unclear who's letting go. Is it this, well, I don't know what to call these things, these cute little creatures, I guess. Is it the creature letting her go and watching her go without her looking back? Or is it her walking away from this character here? Who's letting go here? I think that might be a question some of you have. Who's letting go? Am I letting go, or are they letting go? Are we both letting go? Regardless of who's letting go here, just because you let go of something and you walk away, or you watch something walk away from you, an opportunity or a person, it doesn't mean that you forget, right? Even when you let something go, it doesn't mean you forget and that those memories suddenly don't exist, or they're suddenly new memories, right? They are what they are. What heals is your thoughts around those memories, your emotional responses to those memories. That's what heals, right? And not only that, but when you're healing from something, you start to unlock more secrets within you, your light, your capacity to bring things into balance, your resilience, your strength, your ability to see it in others. You know, you gain a deeper level of knowledge and wisdom about your path, and sometimes about the path of others. So trust that you're guided here with the star. Okay? That's what your vulnerability is teaching you, is to have faith in yourself, trust in yourself, to keep going for what it is that you truly want to do in this lifetime. To be with who you truly want to be with. To experience love the way you truly want to experience love. To create those magical creative projects. To go after that dream, that career. You know, the Matrix will tell you a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, well, like, that person's unattainable, or you're not good enough for that. You don't have this degree or certificate. I'm hearing hogwash. Hogwash. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay. Where is your sensitivity heightened during this cycle? We got the 7 of Swords. Well, that makes sense with all this mental energy here that's making you vulnerable. Eight of Swords, Page of Swords. Some of you too might be witnessing other people really get up in their head. Some people might be expressing some levels of paranoia here, or projecting their own situations, their own fears, and that could make you feel uncomfortable, or there's a potential for some of you to take in that energy as your own, so be careful. Okay, keep your energetic boundaries up. Know what energy is yours and what energy is not yours. And if you ever are just sitting there or watching something or talking to someone or going somewhere in a particular place and you just suddenly feel down or dark or angry, or like something just comes over you, ask yourself, is this my energy? Maybe it is for some of you in some instances, but I have a feeling that for a lot of you, you'll be able to tell, like, no, this isn't my energy. And then just return that energy back to the sender. Maybe they didn't even send it to you intentionally. Maybe they did. I don't know. But you can just say, this isn't my energy. It doesn't belong to me. And then you can go on with your day. A lot of the times that works. It's all about becoming conscious and aware of what's going on. That's ascension too. Becoming more conscious of how different energies affect us. So I feel like a lot of you are witnessing other people try to live through their lies, I'm getting. Okay, they've told lies to themselves about how they feel or what something means. Or maybe they've told lies to others, but I feel like because of his face here, he's carrying those swords like it's a heavy weight on him. You know, I feel like somebody was dishonest with themselves about their feelings or their intentions here. And you might witness some people with the Page of Blades working through that, carrying that burden, having difficulties there. You're heightened to that energy. I feel like a lot of you, and it makes sense with the Cancer full moon, you're able to pick up on deception really well at this time. Trust your intuition. There will be people around you who are struggling with their shadow, okay? Struggling with their thoughts and their communication. Remember that you're in the energy of the Firefly and the Star and the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Cups, the Chariot, the Ten of Coins, and we got the Queen of Wands as this extra card here. Some of you are gaining some popularity here. Okay, people are noticing you. You may be drawing in people who are feeling like they're struggling through things, okay, and you could be helping them. The Queen of Wands is a public servant for some, so she likes to help others. She's also magical. Let's find out more. Why is the Queen of Wands out here? Four of Cups, the Death card, the Emperor looking over here. I love this Death card. Okay, the Queen of Wands, Four of Cups, and Death, with this guy looking over like this. You really have let something go, okay? So much so that if it was to turn around and try to return, I feel like you wouldn't want to receive it there, okay? I also feel like you're not going to be extending your energy or your help, your guidance, your money, your love, your time to people who clearly don't appreciate it, or maybe they don't even need it. You're on, I'm hearing world stage, okay? I don't know. Maybe some of you are on the world stage. You're being witnessed, I feel, by someone or a lot of people. Could be different for each of you. You're being witnessed in terms of the transformation you've made with death. Somebody is a little bit taken aback by your strength, your ability to, I'm hearing look death in the face. I don't know. Your ability to look at an ending for what it is, accept it for what it is, not stay in the energy of an ending, but actually transmute, move forward, and transform. Somebody's a little bit surprised here with that. Why is this person surprised? Three of Wands in reverse. The Magician. Oh, there you are when you were in the Two of Swords. Somebody was waiting here. It could be a boss, family member, ex, I don't know, current partner. Somebody was waiting for you here, I feel like, to miss them, to return to them, to slip up, to do something stupid. Somebody was waiting here with the Magician to get something to unfold in the way they wanted it to. But you took this energy in and said, no, I'm going to make a very careful decision. I'm going to think about things before I actually say them and do things. I'll contemplate the consequences. Everything has cause and effect. And when I'm ready, I will make that decision. And you did. And you decided to let go and end something. And that is really shocking somebody here for whatever reason. They really felt like you had more emotional investment, I feel. If this is about love, I feel like this person, Three of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords in reverse. I feel like this person, well, hold on. This person wants to talk here, or they want, I don't know if it's they want to talk, but they want to put the pain from the past behind them, because they're either seeing something in a different way with the Ace of Swords, they've had some kind of enlightenment, or they're having some kind of Temperance in reverse, anxiety, or they're feeling a push to take some kind of action here. I don't know. I feel like we're going off somewhere else here, somewhere else in your mind that maybe you've already let go of. So we'll leave that there for now and focus on the other energy that we began with. Perhaps we should pull one more of these cards and then we'll end this reading. Thanks for being here with me on the full moon. What are you going to do during the full moon? Guys, time to move on. From a firefly to a butterfly. The transformation is complete. Transformation completed. I'm hearing it like kind of like a robot. Transformation completed. Or you know how those things sound? There is sorrow when someone no longer feels the way they once did about you, but know you lit a light in their lives. Even though the time has passed for your tales to intertwine, the loosening of the bonds of love need not be bitter. For now, you must take your leave to refine who you are next to become. You will not be lost when you follow the darkening path into the unknown. You will wander, but there are fragments of your soul waiting for you to find them along the way. Be content with the light you carry within and the light you have lit with others. These will be the guides on the mysterious path before you. What a beautiful reading. All right, guys. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.